Hi, this is Todd Kornick again, your Kentuckiana realtor. Today I'm going to talk about something that happens quite often in the spring and the summer, something called a multiple offer situation. So it is just kind of like what it sounds like. There's more than one person making offer on a home. Now, this usually happens when the demand for housing outstrips the supply. So, for instance, during COVID, this happened quite often. There was an influx of new buyers, and so there was more demand than supply. So, what does a multiple offer situation look like? First, you let's say you're a buyer. We'll just make it easy. You put in an offer on a home, and what will typically happen is the listing agent will get 1 to 4 offers. One offer, no big deal. 2 to 4 offers, they will then call back to your agent and say, "Hey, we're asking for our best and highest offers." So if you're a seller, this is a good situation because you're more than likely going to get over asking. If you're a buyer, it can be a kind of a tough situation because you might have already been all in on your price. So when you are in a multiple offer situation, it's best to put your absolute best foot forward at that last call. So some of the factors to consider when you are in a multiple offer situation is that you want to think about the price that you can afford, how you're going to pay for it, the length of time you'll need to get to closing, and any contingencies that you need to have. So if I were a listing agent and somebody came to me and they were below asking, and they had a ton of contingencies, like they need to sell their house first, or they don't have financing, that's another contingency, or they just they need like 45 to 60 days to close. Those are all negatives in a multiple offer situation. The unicorn of multiple offers is something like all cash, above asking, no contingencies, and no appraisal. And I can talk about what an appraisal is in a later video, but we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. So in a multiple offer situation, you just got to realize you're probably going to be up against what you won't know, but you have to assume that you might be up against some heavy hitters that have cash. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at houses, and maybe it'll help you decide whether you want to make that multiple offer or not. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Otherwise, have a great day.